Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Explain That Game, the series that showcases a game and most of its features to help you decide if it's worth your time and money. Today we're looking at a game that's been out for a while on Xbox. It came out just over a year ago in fact, but it's finally been released on PC. We are looking at Stacking by Double Fine, the studio that's headed up by the legendary Tim Schafer, the mind behind games like Grim Fandango and Day of the Tentacle. The game is currently available on Steam, including the Lost Hobo King expansion for nothing, for £7.99 or $9.99, which means that UK guys were paying roughly 20% more. On Xbox, the game was and is 1,200 Microsoft points, and the Lost Hobo King expansion was 400 Microsoft points. The game itself is a puzzle game focused on like a weird possession mechanic where you can take control of other characters and use their abilities, and it also has exploration elements. You'll see how that plays out better later when we're actually in game. The story for the game, you play it as Charlie Blackmore, the world's smallest babushka doll. Because if you haven't guessed by the background art, everyone in the world is a babushka doll. You've got an extremely poor family, so you're quite worried about money, but then your dad gets a job as a chimney sweep for the Baron, but he never comes back, so you have to sell off all your possessions to try and pay the bills. But when you can't, some men come and take your family away, and they say that it's so that they can work off the debt. But they don't take you because you're a runt and you're really small. But basically they've been captured for slave labour. You know that because you received a letter via bird, and now you're going to try and save them. So, with the starting information out of the way, let's have a look at the rather stylish menu screen. There is mouse support on the menu, as you can see, which is good for an Xbox port. Let's go to... let's have a look at... yeah, the achievements just links you to the Steam achievements. Let's see, help and options, that's what we want. It's how to play. It's not in the interactive tutorial, it just tells you the basics. You should learn through while going through the game anyway. Controls, all fully rebindable, except for left mouse click is always stack and right mouse click is always unstack, but you can assign additional keyboard keys to them as well. Graphic settings, it's not too much of a graphically intensive game, but I would like a few more options than what are here. You've got your resolutions, bloom, normal sort of stuff, brightness as well, and full screen and windowed, which is nice. That's sometimes left out. And let's see, extras. I believe there's credits, but I believe this particular bit here, the concept art viewer, is exclusive to PC, which is nice that they've given us a little thank you for waiting for so long. You unlock these as you go through the game, and there is quite a few, so if you're a completionist this could take a while, which is good because the main storyline isn't particularly long if you're just going to power through it. But I'll explain where the replay value comes from in a second. So if we just continue from mine, we're not going to be looking at Lost Hobo King, we're just going to be looking at the original adventure. Okay. Alright, so if we just get, this is our character. Oh, it's bugged out for me again. I did actually just fix this. This is the only place in the game that does it. I might just be doing it for me, so it's probably worth checking this before you buy. But I haven't seen it do this anywhere else, and it's not game breaking. This is Levi the hobo that you meet on the way to the train station, and he basically just builds these little monuments to your adventures around here, and it contracts your progress through different missions and things. But we'll leave this little area then. Okay, so for the movement, you can only move in a straight line. Well, you can turn obviously, but it doesn't really strafe such, his whole body turns. And it's quite annoying. One thing that bugs me, if you turn the camera, it turns with the mouse, and then you say you want to move backwards now, he doesn't instantly turn, he takes quite a while to turn around. I don't know if that's just left over from analog stick controls or if it was deliberate or not, because I mean, you are a babushka doll. You're not going to be particularly manoeuvrable, are you? Okay, so let's explain the stacking mechanic, the main point of the game. you can stack with any doll which is one size larger than yourself. Okay, so this guy, that blue glow, means that he's one size larger than us, and we can stack with him. Could talk to me if we wanted, but that's boring. Let's stack. So now I'm stacked with him. I can use his ability, which is stop, drop and roll. Boy, that's any good. Beats me. Probably isn't. But now, because we are slightly bigger, we can stack with even bigger dolls. And this guy has the ability to cough. Ugh. I don't know if you can see that, but he just coughed up loads of crap on the floor. So let's try and find someone bigger now. Here we are. And this guy has the ability to make way, which just scares people away. And then there's this guy who you can be a real dick with and just go around and uppercut people for no real reason. Yeah, she wasn't very happy with that. You can't uppercut kids. I have tried. Get into a little fight. Yeah. And the idea is that you use these for solving puzzles. And let's unstack now. There are certain special ones located around the world. So over here, for example, there's a unique one, and they're indicated with a slight shimmer on them. And sometimes there's sets as well. And if you get a whole set, you'll learn a bit of story about why they're there or something. So if you look at this guy's ability, it's beautiful. I don't know why he does it, but he does. And now I'd like to talk about the cutscenes. So if we go to the in-game menu, you can see you've got different things that you scroll through at the top here. Hijinks are they're like just random tasks that you can do, and it doesn't actually tell you how you do them. You just have to find out yourself from the name. What is that little bleeping sound? I don't know. Oh well, let's carry on. Here we are. This is one of those I was just talking about earlier, where you get the whole set and it'll show you this little cutscene. I just want to show the cutscenes because I think they're done quite well. They're shown like old silent films. Hope that bleeping isn't shown on the recording, because I can still hear it. I chose that particular one just because it doesn't give away any of the main story. I'm trying to avoid as many spoilers as I can while doing this, which is a little bit difficult. If you ever get stuck in the game, you can, from the options menu... Oh, sorry, from up here. Where is it? You can get hints on the various challenges, so press Q now. 1x1 size, but yeah. So, I've got to wait for that to go back round if I want another hint. I'm trying not to use the hints, but some of the puzzles are quite difficult. We'll go. I think the best place to show how the mechanics work will be if we actually go and solve a puzzle, one that I've already done. Oh, and also there's sort of a dead space mechanic where you press space and it'll point you towards the nearest challenge. Let's go back to this area. You can always revisit areas that you've been to. Yes. So there's ones that show the combination of mechanics quite well here. Yeah, it's just showing what I've already got. Yes, you can go up the entire bike, which I thought was awesome, and you can pedal it around really fast, which is quite convenient because I need to go down here. So on this ship, the idea was you had to complete 4 puzzles to make the famous people on the ship mutiny against the captain, so he'll bring it back into dock and you can save your relative who's on the ship. So, one of them was you had to close down this exhibit here, and as you can see, I've solved 2 out of possible 5 ways, and you can keep redoing the puzzle until you have all 5 ways, and if you do, you'll unlock other things throughout the game. So, if you talk to this guy, you keep talking to him. and he'll basically say that nothing can go missing or get broken, which is obviously your cue to break things and make things go missing. So let's see. First, we'll bring the mummy out, because no one else can possess people for some reason. I don't know why that is. So you have to do a lot of this, just stacking up to build your size up. Okay, now because this is the museum curator, you have this ability, which is slightly weird. Yeah, strange danger. We've got a kid in our hand, so just move him, because they were blocking the way. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not just doing it for the fun of it. I'm not just touching kids. That'd be a bit disgusting. Is this the right size guy? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. We can generally be quite a scary guy now. And if we leave the museum, yeah, I've just walked past him. I think he would have noticed that before. Can you not see us? Okay, so that was one solution. And to show one of the other solutions, we will stack ourselves back up again. If we can find a little guy. Here we are. And I believe this one. Okay, now this special ability is Shine, which brings people over to you. And then we can jump inside of her, because the sarcophagus was trapped inside that box. Right, now. Ooh. Wonder if you can do anything to that. Can you? Sorry, I was just seeing if that was a new way to do the puzzle. Right, so now, if we go out of here. And we've effectively stolen the sarcophagus, because we're bad people. That's just an example of how you might solve a puzzle. We'll go do... We'll do one more. 2 ways for another puzzle. I'm not going to show all the ways for any of the puzzles, because I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. Because if you just powered through the game doing one solution for each puzzle, it wouldn't take you long at all, because they deliberately make at least one of the solutions really easy. Okay, so one of the ways to solve this is... Oh, we're not big enough, are we? We need some midgets. Here we are. And where's that chef gone? Here we are. And his ability is pour gruel thickener. And the whole idea was the woman was standing here, and if you spoke to her, she said that so long as they keep serving caviar, I'll be here all day. And if you talk to the chef in there, well, we'll go do it. Yeah, he doesn't want anything to spill into it. His caviar's consistency must be kept perfect. And we have gruel thickener. It doesn't take a genius to figure this out, really. Yeah, and then he'll get rid of it. In my opinion, though, the most interesting options that you can do are the ones where you sort of combine the abilities of the various people that you can possess. I'm calling it possession. I don't know if that's really the right thing to call it, but it's just the easiest thing to call it. Right, so oh, wrong way, because I'm a genius. Here we are. We'll jump inside this guy. Summon the caviar chef, who should be along shortly. There we are. And now we'll jump inside of him. So now we're the actual chef. Oh, we've got caviar on our head. That's a new one. Oh no. Yeah, let's... Now I've got him in front. There we are. And we've just dumped the caviar ourselves. So, as you saw then, I had to use the ability of one guy to get to the other person to use his ability. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to show you. The family sets I can show you a little bit of. Here's one piece of the set. You can see in the top left, this is the illusion family. Unfortunately, I can't find the other guy. I've had a look round for him. And I think that's one of the drawbacks of the game. When you're doing things like this, it can lead to a lot of wandering around, unfortunately. There should be one of the illusion family around here somewhere. It's not important, really. No, here's one of the sets. The adventurer set. This one's a better one, sure. You're forced to get all of these. Oh, there he is. And each one of these still has a different ability. This guy's quite mean. He can shoot people on him. Why is he not working? There we are. Can we possess the captain? Ooh, that was a new one. Anyway, yeah, that and oh dear, and that's the full adventure set. You can see it's all filled up on the top left, and I think that was a pretty good show of the mechanics of stacking. I feel like there should be more, but there just isn't, and I can't show much more without spoiling the game. So, if you like the look of it, pick it up. And if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and or subscribe. If you didn't, then don't. Goodbye.